the average age of the ranks and the officers was probably around 30. If we look around now in the sub-region, the average leaders of the 5 countries in the Sahel region is about 43 years old, with Captain Traore of Burkina Faso being the youngest in his late 30s. My father, our late president, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, the founder of the NDC, the Fourth Republic, who was the chairman of the AFRC, who was the chairman of the PNDC, passed 5 years ago, just to give us a context on the passage of time. Now, love him or hate him, Papa J was a man who had the courage of his convictions. He was a man who took responsibility for his words and his actions, which is more than I can say for some people nowadays. Just 10 years ago, could we have imagined the domino effect of democratic reversals that we have witnessed? Could we have foreseen so many young people hailing a new wave of young military leaders in their respective countries? And yet here we are, June 4th, 2025, 46 years after the June 4th uprising of 1979, and it would appear that history is repeating itself. As one of the last countries that has not experienced a suspension of its constitution or a change in term limits by an incumbent, we must surely recognize the extremely privileged and sensitive position we find ourselves in as Ghanaians. Our democracy did not come cheap, and yet this period has endured several exchanges of power, at times on a knife's edge. 33 years of uninterrupted constitutional parliamentary democracy. One of the earlier speakers mentioned Jesus, and so I'll just make a side note to put what I'm about to say in context. If we've celebrated 33 years of our republic, the Fourth Republic, I think Jesus was 33 when he was crucified and when he rose again. As we embark on the unpredictable journey of constitutional review, we must hasten slowly. We must do so with the utmost caution, given the levels of insecurity and volatility that currently exist around us. How does Ghana restore hope and democracy to the millions of young Africans who are now so inspired by the new wave of military-led governments in Africa? Youth who have become cynical and disillusioned, with years of poor governance hidden behind a veil of superficial democratic rule. What do our youth want? The word youth is becoming an abstract concept, even though it is the proverbial elephant in the room. The youth, our young people, are not a homogeneous group, and we must be careful not to pigeonhole our youth. Africa has the youngest population in the world, with over 400